Hey guys, Bob here, that Scottish drummer, and this is slightly different to my usual upload because I'm happy to say my website is now live and I'm offering remote drum lessons. I wanted to make a quick video for my students and anyone interested in taking online drum lessons on how to get the best setup on your end. This will save us from spending time on this on the first lesson, and that means we can just spend more time playing drums. So let's jump into it. The first thing we're going to set up is the video side of things. So obviously we need to be able to see each other clearly. I recommend using a laptop as the screen is nice and big, and this is great for watching any demonstrations, any notation that I'm going to share with you, but a tablet also does the job. Nowadays, most laptops and tablets do have a good enough camera inbuilt, so the main thing is just to position them somewhere where you can comfortably see them when you're seated behind the kit. Now, laptop stands can get pretty expensive, so I actually recommend this Stag music stand, which I use. The height is adjustable up and down, as well as the tilt to give you access to the keyboard. And the stand has a lip along the front, which is going to stop your laptop from falling off. And when you're using it as a music stand, it's great because you can stack up multiple books that you're working on and even have a tablet on there. Now ideally, you'd have two of these, so you could have one as a normal music stand and your other one set up as a laptop stand. Just make sure when you load these things up with either of those that you really tighten the screws so that this stand isn't going to budge. If you can be close to a window or any big glass doors to let in as much natural light as possible, then that is ideal. If that's not possible, just make sure you're in a well-lit room and maybe even have a lamp behind the camera so that you're lit up nice and clearly. Like I said, most computers and tablets have a good enough inbuilt camera. Improving the quality of your video can help me see you clearer, which is going to mean I can give you better feedback on things like your grip, your technique, your posture. Any upgrades that you want to do to your webcam is always welcome. So of course you're going to want to clearly hear my voice as well as all my drums that I have mic'd up. A set of headphones is strongly recommended here if you don't already have any. Laptop speakers are generally pretty terrible, so just go ahead and use some headphones. The inbuilt mic on your laptop or tablet is going to be good enough, but if you want to improve the sound there, you can go ahead and get something like a USB microphone and just plug that straight in. Now going on from that, we might want to control the sound of the drums a little bit because sometimes a tom might sustain, cymbals can ring on forever. So one great way to do this is to use an old t-shirt, towel, any sort of fabric, and just throw that over the drums or the cymbals. There are even specific drum and cymbal mutes on the market if you want to go out and buy the right thing. I love these drum tortillas if you want a really cool looking, purpose-made drum dampener. And all of this is actually a good tip too if you need to practice and you have to be quieter, because all of this reduces the volume. So if you're using an electronic kit, you actually have a big advantage here because most kits now can just plug straight into the computer over USB. If your kit doesn't have USB, all you need is a small mixer and you can plug into the mixer and plug that straight into the computer. Okay, some bonus material. If you want to take this a step further, you can go ahead and grab a practice pad. This is going to be great in the lesson because it means we can both play together because the practice pad is practically silent, and we can also talk at the same time as playing. So any practice pad does the job, and you can just sit that right on top of your snare drum so you don't need to buy any extra stands. Now I'm going to suggest here that you get some close pegs. That might sound a bit crazy, but let me explain. So if you've got a new book and you try and put your book up on the music stand, it's just going to keep closing. It just wants to close, right? So the only way to get it to stay open is to break the spine of the book, which isn't great because these books aren't cheap. So one little hack I've found is to use close pegs and pin each side of the music stand to keep the book open. So if you're going to be working off physical books, I would definitely grab some close pegs. There we go. That's everything I would suggest to get up and running with online drum lessons. In the next video, we're going to be looking at all the settings inside of Zoom so that you can set up your video and audio for the best quality there, so we don't have to worry about this in the lesson and we can just get more time playing drums. Stay tuned for that one, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.